Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Kayla and today I'll be doing a collective reading for you guys that have already cleansed the space and said a prayer over the cards. So we're going to go ahead and get into the overall energy of the reading with this here deck. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing alright, better every day. Let's go ahead and get into it. Please and thank you, Spirit. One card for the overall energy of the reading. Only the truth may come out. Silver lining, number 7. Okay, so the number 7 could be significant. Alrighty. Silver lining. There will always be a silver lining somewhere nearby. Satisfaction, karma. Your optimism pays off. The days of disorientation, rejection, affliction, and instability have come to an end. And looking back, you can make more sense of them. Your heart feels absolute. Your mind is tranquil and serene. You have prevailed through a multitude of turmoil and disadvantages that you were convinced you would never make it past. You have gone through relationships that were severely toxic and terribly demanding. Overall, you made the right choice by removing yourself and choosing your mental health and self-development before all else. And the upward, this is a sign of revival. Soon, love will show up in a restorative form. Your decision-making will derive from the root of protection. You will save yourself from landing in uncontrollable situations, not frequenting or repeating patterns of the past. Be open to the concept of new friends, new pets, new career opportunities, new sources of income, and new rituals or routines for yourself. This is new life, okay? So with silver lining coming out as the overall energy of the reading, as I said, the number 7 could be significant, maybe lightning or thunder. I live in Dallas, Texas. It's definitely sprinkling and thundering just, here and there, okay? But it just talks about, so it says your optimism pays off. My stomach. Your optimism pays off the days of disorientation, rejection. Okay, so like whatever you went through, it was worth it in the long run, I feel like, okay? All the things that you went through with miscarriage, even being here at the bottom, I can already see, this coming together. It's like the things that you lost, it's like everything that happened was supposed to happen, and it's like, you'll get it back tenfold, whatever you lost, okay? Excuse me. As it says, so it's kind of, I feel like you've learned something from the past as well. But it says here, I want to point out where it says, be open to the concept of new friends, new pets, new career opportunities, new sources of income, okay? So, and new rituals or life routines. So things are changing, all right? Change is coming in, okay? This could be good karma, bad karma, but positive changes, I feel like, okay? So thank you for that, Spirit. Let's see what else comes out. Let's get some clarity. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is silver lining here? Please and thank you, Spirit. Make it clear. One card at a time. Only the truth may come out. Alright, we have mending, number 52. So the number 52 could be significant. With 47, go the distance at the bottom of the deck. 52, mending. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after an argument. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes of resentment, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to both others. Set yourself free, okay? So maybe this could be like you forgiving someone, okay? Maybe after something happened, okay, you did forgive someone, or you need to forgive someone after maybe a time that wasn't so good, but you had to see the positive things in it, okay? For an example, me myself, a time that for me it was an unfortunate time, going through, a time with my children's father where we were separating for good, and I spent a lot of time mourning that relationship, although it was toxic. That's the father of my children, and that's the only man that I've been with since having children, and that's been since 2015, so almost 10 years. Okay, so yeah, I mourned it, I cried, I did a lot of crying, but now coming out on the other side, I realized, I had to learn some things and why I was in that situation, and definitely I'm glad I went through it, and if I had to do it all over again to ensure that I learned the lesson, I would. So that's the silver lining, okay? And I have forgiven him. Of course he makes life hard because he's clearly a narcissist, and he just, but I forgive him, and I have to just separate myself from him, keep that distance in between us, because although, he was brought into my life to teach me something, I feel like I have learned that lesson. So there's no longer a need for us to communicate. And so with him being who he is, and I guess that's who he is supposed to be throughout life, to bring lessons into people's lives, that is just not lined up with me. I've learned my lesson, and now we're on two different paths pretty much, okay? But I forgive him, okay? And I am going the distance and moving forward. I forgive him, but I'm also moving forward. I'm not going backwards, and trying to rekindle it or see where we went wrong, and maybe, it was supposed to happen. We were supposed to be together. We were supposed to have children. He was supposed to do whatever he did, and I was supposed to realize, wow, maybe if I cared about myself more, or maybe if I did this instead of this, that type of learning the lesson, okay? What else? Please and thank you, Spirit, for silver lining. One card at a time. Only the truth may come out. Please and thank you. All right, we have number 16, all that glitters, okay? So masks could be significant. Maybe somebody is pretending to be someone that they're not when you think about wearing a mask, okay? Or someone's masks have fallen, okay? It talks about, maybe something is hidden, or someone is trying to hide something, who they really are, or something of that sort, okay? 16, all that glitters. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you are not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. It is only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It is natural to want to acquire the trappings of status, or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it is a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds. These icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it is time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlining them. Imagine all that glitters is gone. Would you still desire that person or object, okay? So this could be about either you being superficial, or maybe somebody else being superficial towards you, okay? Maybe someone wanted you because of, your body, or, you looked it good, your physical appearance in whatever way, or maybe because you have a lot of money, okay, or you drive a nice car, okay? Somebody was being superficial, okay? And maybe you walked away from them or something of that sort. Here with time to go at the bottom of the deck, number 45. Time to go says endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience, okay? So it's, as I said, you've learned the lesson, so it's time for you to move on, okay? Thank you for that, Spirit. Let's see what else comes out. What else for silver lining? Please and thank you. Okay, we have poised coming out, number 48. Poised. Being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, confidence. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp, and you have come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things, okay? So with poised coming out, maybe you are very confident, very ready for something, okay? Fates at the bottom of the deck, number 17. The fate, karma, acceptance that there are things that you cannot change and knowing what those things are, okay? So you've accepted something and, you're no longer moping around about it, okay? You realize something happened the way it was supposed to happen and that, you co-create with God and whatever path you're supposed to be on. It's just like, realizing something didn't work out because it wasn't supposed to, okay? And you've accepted it. You're not crying over it, all right? What else? Please and thank you, Spirit, for silver lining. Please and thank you, Spirit, one card at a time. Only the truth may come out and make it clear. And breathe. Number 29. Patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you are in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, mind, and your very essence. Stop and smell the roses. Breathe in the sunlight and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. Okay? So with breathe coming out, you need to be patient. Maybe wait. Okay? Go slowly with something. Okay? Trust that something is going to work out. All right? At the bottom of the deck, community number 8. Belonging, being seen and understood by others. Like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. All right? So maybe you feel safe or seen or comfortable in a community or something of that sort, okay? Let's see what serendipity is talking about. 18. Opportunities aligned with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing. Okay, so maybe you're going to be coming into some type of community, meeting new people, and then opportunities, it's like maybe things are going on, they're talking about things and including you into them. Okay, let's get one more, please and thank you, Spirit, for silver lining. One final. Okay, we have the fates. All right, number 17 with 45 again at the bottom. Time to go. All right, number 17, the fates. So that was fate, karma, acceptance that there are things that you cannot change and knowing what those things are. The serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life that we never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by Spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the serenity prayer. There's something in the back of my throat. 1414 could be significant, and I gotta get it out. I don't know what it is. I feel like a fat piece of spit or something back there. Thick ass mucus. It's just annoying. Okay. So, yeah. You've accepted something. Okay. I really feel like with a silver lining, okay, it's really just talking about you going through something and just, seeing it in a positive way instead of a negative, realizing, seeing a lesson in it and appreciating it, appreciating the process and what you have to go through to get there. Okay? And making the necessary changes that need be to, get away or walk away from something that no longer serves you. With this time to go being here, okay? Time to go talks about endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience, okay? So yeah, that's what you're doing. Thank you for that, Spirit. Let's see what else comes out. Why is mending here? Please and thank you, Spirit. Make it clear. Why is mending here? Only the truth may come out. 1 or 2 cards for mending. Only you. Alright, so maybe someone is thinking about you, okay, reminiscing, devoted, attached, crave. At the bottom, apology, forgiveness, return, sorrow. Somebody wants to make amends with you. They want to apologize for something. Maybe they feel like they judged you unfairly or something of that sort, okay? One more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for only you, devoted, attached, craved, here with mending. One more for only you, here with mending. Intuition, telepathy, heart song, inner knowing. Maybe you know that this person is missing you, craving you, wanting you, okay? Ecstasy at the bottom of the deck, chasing thrills, excitement, good time, foundation, establishment, family, security, and silence, frozen, no words. I feel like this person had their fun and now they feel like, they've had enough fun and they want to come back around to you, okay? Maybe you have this person blocked and you're not communicating with them. Why is all that glitters here? Please and thank you. Alright, hopeless, sinking, despair, and falling apart. At the bottom, fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. Somebody had a thought in their head about something, and I feel like it didn't work out how they thought it would here. With this all that glitters, they thought something was going to be different than what it was with this fantasy, okay? But it isn't. Now they're feeling hopeless, sinking, falling apart. They're stressed out, feeling rejected. Alright, maybe they chose someone else or you went a different way, okay? And now they want to come back and you're not allowing them back. Good for you, okay? One more for hopeless here. Sinking, despair, falling apart with all that glitters. Please and thank you. Alright, distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. At the bottom, confusion. Yeah, this person is like making up lies. Oh, I was distracted, I was confused, this, that, and the third, okay? They're being dishonest. They're still being dishonest, okay? Why is poised here? Please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, we have rejection, abandon, dismissed, irrational fear, excuse me. Someone could be trying to pretend as if they're just fine and as if they don't care that you want nothing to do with them. As if you dismissed them, rejected them, okay? One more. For rejection here with poise, dismiss, abandon, and irrational fear. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, and distorted, okay? Yeah, somebody's trying to pretend as if they have their stuff together, but they're really going through it, okay, mentally. Soulmates here, deep love, unity, connection, chemistry, attraction, spark, realization. They are definitely thinking about you a lot, missing you a lot, all of that. Why is breathe here? Please and thank you. Boundaries, no. Drawing the line, enough. At the bottom, lusting, forbidden, and non-committal, okay? Memories and distance, alright? Somebody may be trying to wait. They think they can wait it out or something. You could be at a distance from this person. You could have blocked this person, cut them off, drew boundaries or something. They're reminiscing about you, okay? You are no contact with this person, I feel like, okay? Let's get one more. One more for boundaries, no. Drawing the line, enough. Here with breathe. Alright, conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. At the bottom, confused with elusive and breaking point, okay? So definitely, maybe Spirit is letting you know if you don't have boundaries up against this person, you need to. Because they're still bouncing back and forth. They're still not making up their mind. So if you're thinking about, oh, maybe 808 could be significant. Oh, maybe I can give this person another chance. This person is still exploring their options, so that's not a good idea. What about the fates here? Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is the fates here? Please and thank you. Make it clear on the truth. Make them out. 1 or 2 cards for the fates. Why is the fates here? Obscurity, secrets, mystery, and concealing at the bottom. Beginning, try again, new direction, start over. Beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted, and return, second chance, opportunities, making amends. All right. Something was supposed to happen the way that it happened. That's just period. Okay. Somebody wants another chance, a second chance. One more for the fates here with obscurity, secrets, mysteries, and concealing. I thought one came out, but clearly not. One more for obscurity here with mysteries, concealing, commitment. Marriages, promises, and fidelity. Okay. Somebody may want to get married to you. Okay. Somebody may be holding back their feelings or hiding their feelings. That they want to marry you or something of that sort. You definitely need to be moving forward because this person is trying to trap your ass. But I definitely feel like, you just can look back on the past and appreciate what you've been through. Okay? And somebody from the past wants to make up with you. Alright? But Spirit wants you to know that things happened the way that they were supposed to happen. There were no mistakes. So you don't need to go back in. Maybe we should try again. There's no trying again. You learned a lesson. You got what you needed from the situation, and it's time for you to move forward, okay? So that is the message that I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed this message. 2222 could be significant. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.